everybody, it's me again. Shortly, a little while ago, I read chapters 3 and 4 of Junie B. Jones is a Graduation Girl. And I'm going to start chapter 5 now because this is really fun to do and I want to read this story to y'all. Okay, so chapter 5, $1,000,000. Me and my bestest friend named Grace rode the bus home together. We held our boxes very tight on our laps and we didn't open them. We are being very careful about our graduation gowns, aren't we, Grace? I said. We are being careful not to soil them. Yes, said that Grace, we are. I looked down at my box. I am very proud of us for not opening these things, I said. I am very proud of us too, that Grace said. We rode and we rode. I did a sigh. It's too bad we can't just peek at them a little bit, though. Isn't it, Grace? I said. One teensy peek wouldn't even hurt anything of it. That Grace didn't say nothing. I tapped on her. Okay, here's what I'm thinking, Grace. I'm thinking we should just do one little peek, and that's all, I said. What do you say, friend? Grace made her voice very loud. No, Junie B, no. We are not allowed to. Can't you ever follow orders? Huh? Do you want to soil these things? I did a huffy breath at her. But peeking will not even soil them, Grace, I said back. Peeking is just looking with our eyes, only faster. Only too bad for me, because Grace kept right on saying no, no, no. And so I had to wait and wait for that stubborn girl to get off the bus before I could peek. After she was gone, I looked in my box, zippity speedy quick. And what do you know? I didn't even soil anything. I got off the bus and ran to my house. My grandma Helen Miller was babysitting my brother Ollie. She was feeding him a snack in his high chair. Grandma Miller, I got my cap and gown. It is right here in this box, I said. Would you like me to try it on for you, Grandma? Huh? Would you? Grandma Miller clapped her hands. Of course I would, she said, real thrilled. Try it on right now. Okie doke, I said. Then I quick put on my cap and gown and I danced all around the room. See me, Grandma? See what I look like? I look like a graduation girl, I cried. I hopped around Ollie's high chair. My teacher said not to play with this, but hopping is not the same as playing, I said. Just then I heard the front door open, and hooray, hooray! Mother was home early from work. Her whole mouth came open when she saw me. Oh my goodness, she said, look how cute you are. I know it, Mother, I know I'm cute. I looked like $1,000,000 in this get-up. I twirled all around in front of her. See me twirling, Mother? Twirling is not the same as playing, I told her. After I stopped twirling, I fell down on the floor. Falling on the floor is what comes after twirling. It cannot be helped normally. Mother picked me up. Maybe you should take this off before you get it dirty, she said. No, Mother, no, I said. I want to keep it on. Please let me, please, please. I quick ran to Ollie's high chair and I ducked down low behind it. Ollie peeked around at me. He had sloppiness on his face. I am not a sloppy baby like Ollie, I said. I won't get this dirty, I promise. But Mother shook her head. No, I'm sorry, Junie B, but it's just not a good idea to play in your gown, she said. After that, Mother and Grandma Miller blocked the high chair, and I couldn't run away again. Shoot, I said. I'm surrounded. Mother took my graduation outfit off of me, and she put it back in the box. Then she put the box way on top of the refrigerator. And there's her doing just that. Can you see? All right. Let's store it up here for safekeeping, she said. Let's not, I said real growly. Mother made squinty eyes at me. Then she took me by my arm, and she marched me to my room. 'Cause that woman has no sense of humor, apparently. She shut my door and left. I flopped on my bed, very glum. My stuffed animals were very glum, too. Everybody thinks I'm a sloppy baby, but I'm not, I said. I don't think you're a sloppy baby, said my stuffed elephant named Philip Johnny Bob. I don't think you're a sloppy baby either, said my Raggedy Ann named Ruth. My Raggedy Andy named Larry did a sigh. I wish your mother didn't put that cap and gown box on top of the refrigerator, he said. Me too, said Philip Johnny Bob. I wish you could get it down from there so all of us could see. After that, I thought and I thought. Then I lifted up his salty ear and I whispered, maybe I can. And there's her doing that. All right. Chapter 6. Pooped and Thirsty. The next morning, my grandpa Frank Miller came to babysit me. I love that babysitter very much, because he doesn't even follow the rules, that's why. Grandpa Miller let me fix my own breakfast. I fixed 2 waffles and 3 marshmallows and a bowl of cheese curls. And guess what else? My grandpa let me pour my own grape juice, and I didn't spill one single drop. See, Grandpa? See how careful I am? I am not a sloppy baby, right? Grandpa Miller was feeding Ollie. Right, he said. My eyes looked up at the refrigerator. I hopped down from my chair. All righty, Frank, I guess I'll be getting out of your hair now, I said. If you'll just hand me that box from the top of the refrigerator, I will be on my way. Just then, baby Ollie started to cry. Grandpa Miller patted him. I tapped my foot. Yeah, only I'm waiting, Grandpa, I said. Finally, Grandpa Miller stood up and got my box. He started to look inside. Only all of a sudden, baby Ollie did a loud squeal. And he put his whole bowl of cereal right on his head. Oh my goodness, hollered my grandpa. Then Grandpa Miller shoved the box right at me, and he hurried to clean Ollie's head. I zoomed to my room speedy quick, and then I locked my door and I waved my box all around. I got it, guys, I got it, I said. Hooray, said Philip Johnny Bob. Hooray, hooray, said Raggedy Ruth and Raggedy Larry. After that, I set those guys on my bookshelf, and I put on my graduation gown. See me, friends, I said. See how cute I look? I am a graduation girl, see? Wowie, wow, wow, they hollered. After that, I danced and skipped and hopped and twirled, 'cause they wouldn't stop cheering, that's why. Finally, I flopped on my bed. Okay, people, that's enough, I said. I am pooped and thirsty. Me too, said Raggedy Larry. I am pooped and thirsty too. I wish we could get something to drink, said Raggedy Ruth. Just then, a rainstorm came right in my head. I sat up very straight. Hey, wait a second. I just learned how to pour grape juice without spilling a drop, I said, and so I can go get us some, maybe. Oh. Yes, said Philip Johnny Bob. Yes, yes, said Raggedy Ruth and Raggedy Larry. I hurried to my door and listened in the hall. Grandpa Miller was giving Ollie a bath. Shh, I whispered to my friends. You wait here and I'll be right back. After that, I tippy-toed to the kitchen speedy quick, and I poured us a cup of grape juice, and I tiptoed right back again. Chapter 7. Juice Driblets. Oh, grape juice can go very wrong. First, Raggedy Ruth got purple on her mouth. Then Teddy got a dribble drop on his paw. And then, oh no, Raggedy Larry forgot to swallow his whole entire sip. Driblets spilled all over my bookshelf. I covered my mouth very shocked, 'cause my heart pounded and pounded. 'Cause if grape juice gets on my rug, I am in big trouble, Missy. A cloth, I need a cloth, I hollered. I ran around and around all over my room. Then all of a sudden, my eyes looked down at my clothes. And what do you know? I saw all the cloth I needed. I quick took it off me, and I soaked up the driblets. My shoulders felt relief in them. Whew, that was a close one, I said. After that, I walked to my bed, and I plopped on my pillow. My brain was a genius to think of that, I said. I breathed and breathed. Then all of a sudden, I did a teensy frown. 'Cause something did not feel right here possibly. I covered my head with my sheet. Then I turned my head very slow, and I peeked out at my bookshelf. My stomach did a flip-flop because I saw my graduation gown, that's why, and it had juice driblets soaked into its front. I looked at Raggedy Larry real mad. "Oh no, look what you made me do," I said. "You made me use my graduation gown to suck up that dumb juice. Great, Larry, just great." After that, Raggedy Larry got put under my bed, and he did not come out again. Juice driblets do not go away. Even if you erase them with your brand new eraser, or if you color them with your new white crayon, or if you brush them with Daddy's new brightening toothpaste. And here's Junie B trying to do just that. She is trying to get the juice driblets out of her gown, and here is Raggedy Larry up underneath the bed. He's in trouble. Apparently that's where you go when you're in trouble. I brushed up and down and all around, but the driblets did not budge. "Shoot," I said, "now I will look like a sloppy baby at graduation, and I'm not even the one who dribbled." Just then I heard a knock on my door. It was Grandpa Miller. "Junie B, is everything okay in there?" he said. My heart got very pounding again. "Yes, Grandpa, yes, everything is perfectly perfect," I hollered. "I'm just playing with my stuffed animals, and that's all." Grandpa Frank Miller knocked some more. "Could you open the door, please?" he asked. I felt tension inside me, because I didn't want him to see my problem, that's why. I quick pushed my graduation gown underneath my bed. Then I opened my door a teensy crack. "Hello, how are you today?" I said. "I am fine, except I am right in the middle of something, so I'd like to get back to that, please." Grandpa Miller was holding baby Ollie. He looked disappointed at me. "Oh, phooey," he said. "Now that I've got your brother cleaned up, I thought maybe you and I could teach him how to play checkers." I looked at Ollie. He was wearing a clean shirt with purple polka dotties. "No, thank you," I said. "Maybe I'll teach him some checkers in another day, some other day." I waved at my Grandpa Miller. "Very sweet." "Well, nice seeing you again, Frank." "Goodbye," I said. After that, I closed the door and I waited for Grandpa's footsteps to leave. Finally, I pulled my graduation gown from underneath the bed, and I stared and stared at that stupid, dumb thing. "Why did this thing have to be white?" I grouched. "Why couldn't it be purple like the grape juice? If it was purple like the grape juice, the driblets would blend right on in." I tapped my fingers real annoyed. "Or why couldn't this dumb gown have purple flowers on it? The juice would blend in with the flowers too, I bet," I said. "Or what about polka dotties like Ollie's shirt? If there were purple polka dotties, no one would ever notice the driblets for sure." Just then, I sat up very fast, because I was getting another brainstorm in my head, I believe. I zoomed straight to my desk. Then I looked through all my drawers, and I found my colored markers. I laughed real happy. Then I spread my graduation gown on the floor, and I worked and worked very hard. And guess what? When I finally got done, you couldn't even see the driblets hardly. "My brain is a genius after all," I said. After that, I put my cap and gown in the box again, and I took it back to Grandpa Miller. "Alrighty, Grandpa," I said. "You can put this back on the refrigerator now, please." Then I smiled real big, because guess what else? He did. All right. Now, next I'll read Chapter 8 called Getting Ready, and I will be back with you just in a little bit.